Hello to all of our replay viewers. This is author Maria Dismondy and mother of three. And today I am periscoping. I'm sharing with you how I organize my family photos. I have created a system over the years that totally works and is manageable. So I'm going to go through it. Hello, Books by Renee. Hello to all of the people joining us. One of the things I really enjoy doing is organizing, and it's just a pretty silly of mine, but if someone were to pay me money for my time, actually you don't even have to pay me. Nice, and I absolutely loved it. I have a knack for organizing, so this is how we organize our family photos. So welcome to all of our new followers and who have seen me before. Okay, so these are the books. First of all, every single year, I make a book for our family. You can see 2009, 10, 11. They're all out of order because my children, ages 6, 3, and 1, worship these books. They love looking at these books. They absolutely adore them. So what we do is I make an 8.5 by 11 book. Okay, so this was our 2010 book. These books end up being pretty expensive because there's so many pages in them. They're pictures from our entire year. So what I do is every 3 months, I upload photos into an album. And I might dump them in between that 3 months too, but I make sure that every 3 months I'm caught up. So as you can see, here's my Shutterfly, and this is kind of like how I back up my photos. I put them on an external hard drive, but I also upload everything to Shutterfly, and that seems pretty safe. So you can see I have folders by year, and within that folder there's 4 other folders, and they are labeled January through March, April through June, July through September. So I do quarterly folders. Now sometimes if I have a ton of vacation photos, like we did Mexico and Florida this year, I made a separate file for that. So that's the first step, is having your photos. Now, for example, I wanted to do a Throwback Thursday the other day of it was like Halloween or Christmas or something like that. So it was really easy to find. I went to the year and then I went to the quarter, and then that's how the photos are organized. I have seen people do it by month, and that's just a little bit too much for me. My brain works in quarters. I know that if I sit down and do this at least 4 times a year, I can stay caught up. So then what I do is I have this book going all year round, and I organize our book by month. So here you can see is January, and I dump all of my favorite photos from January. Now this was in 2010 when I had a little more time. We only had 1 child, and I journaled on all of the pages. Guess what? We have 3 children now, and I don't make the time to journal. I just dump the photos. Oh, look at my Ruby. She was in a hip brace. Oh, look at her. So this is January and then February. So each month has, not an equal amount of pages. It just kind of depends. February didn't have a lot of pages. Then you have March. Look at those cheeks. So this whole book is about 80 pages. And again, it can be expensive, but I make the book, and sometime in January, Shutterfly comes out with like a 50% off photo books, and then I order the book then, along with the free shipping. And so I just keep an eye out for discounts. So that's how I do it, everyone. Every 4 months, I try to sit down and dump photos into there. It's saved in your Shutterfly under photo books. Now let me show you something else. If you start using Shutterfly a lot, they're amazing to their customers. They offer free 101 prints every now and then. So when they offer those free prints, I always order those free prints. I order 101 photos, and they're old school. They're like real printed photos. And I have photo boxes for each of my kids, and I just toss those in there so that as the kids get older and they want pictures for maybe scrapbooking or for school projects, they have a box of pictures that they can use. And I don't care what happens with those pictures because I have my photo books. Do I make a photo book for each kid each year? No. And I feel like at some point, as the kids get older, maybe they graduate from high school, maybe I'll do a couple pages for each year of their life or something like that so that they have their own book to have as an adult. So one last thing I want to share. Again, those of you who are just joining us, my name is Maria Dismondy. I'm a children's book author, a mother of 3, and a lover of organizing. So Shutterfly oftentimes offers a free 8x8 photo book. So friends who are watching, look at this. These are all my free 8x8 photo books. I know, hearts to that. So I make it a point. One time, actually, the due date was when I was in the hospital having a child, and I wanted the free 8x8 book, and I fell asleep. After delivering a child, I fell asleep that night with my computer trying to make the photo book, and I never made the book. I didn't get the coupon. But anyway, so I do special books, and I just make up different themes. I know, seriously, what mothers will do, right? I got hearts for that one. So, for example, all my kids have an ABC book. So Dexter is almost 2, and he just got his ABC book. And I do different letters of the alphabet and things in his life that he can relate to with that letter. Like Q is for quilt. And there's a special quilt that they get wrapped up in when we go for jogs in the running stroller. So I make special books for the kids. We have the alphabet book. We have the I Love You book. Where's that one? This is based off of Todd Parr's book. It's I love you when you are stinky. I love you when you are sad. I love you when you don't sleep. So this is a really fun book for each of my children. They get the I Love You book. Another thing I did was I did a pregnancy book, an 8x8 pregnancy book for each of my pregnancies. And, you know, I just journaled like each month and special things that we did. There was my girlfriend, my best friend, who we went and learned how to do cloth diapering because I cloth diapered my first 2 children. And then by the 3rd child, guess what? We're in regular diapers. So I just documented a lot of fun stuff from each pregnancy. So I really take advantage of those free 8x8 photo books. And then the last thing I wanted to share with you are these large books. Each one of my children gets a large book, and it's an 12 by 12. And I do the first year of their life. And I just feel like they change so much the first year of their life that I really wanted to document that. And the way I organize this one is, here they are from the hospital. I organize it by month. So I give a couple pages for each month of their lives. Oh my gosh, look at my little boy. And it goes all the way up to their first birthday. So this will be a book that the children get to have when they are older. And you can see I actually have 2 for when Dexter turned 1 because some of the pages started falling out of this one. And I contacted Shutterfly and they said, no way, our books are not supposed to fall apart. And so they gave me a second one. This kind of bugs me. I forgot to put the title and some of the binding spines of the books. But you live and you learn, people. You live and you learn. So that's how I organize my photos. Thank you so much for joining me here today. Oh no, I've got somebody who's trying to destroy my Shutterfly. Everyone, again, my name is author Maria Dismondy. If you'd like to continue this conversation, please join me. You can go to my website, mariadismondy.com, and follow me on some social media platform. I'm pretty active on Instagram, and I share some of my organizing and parenting tips there. And my handle on Instagram is Maria Dismondy Inc. Have a great day, everyone.